There we go. Okay. Nearly forgot to do the mic again. Anyways, hello again, all you fellow dusty dogs and travelers of the trail, and welcome back to more Spyro the Dragon. We are now currently sitting in the Dreamweavers area, having completed off the Beastmakers last time. And we also finished the flight level for Dreamweavers, so we are now... Oop. We now have a few of these guys back, and I might be able to get myself a new... Nope. It's a bit farther off than I thought. Alrighty. Normally I would do Lofty Castle first, but I think I'm going to just take it the traditional route, which means Dark Passage. After getting my life back. Alrighty, let's go. Whoop, another where I can make Spyro unsettlingly stare at the camera. I've realized why it's unsettling, and I don't like it. I don't like why. I don't like why. Because it relates to another thing that I could get into about, but I don't want to. I'll get into it a little bit. It looks head-on. Spyro's... The fact that it's just wide-eyed and a grin, it just reminds me of the Ka face whenever somebody tries to do a POV of him, and I don't like that. Oh, I don't want to take one of my favorite games by putting in that scene in it. At least it's only for the two that I think it ever gives that perspective for. But yeah. Oh, that's a weird thought to have. I don't like it. Anyways, Cassia.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
So he combines with two of my big problems. He's a little on the, I like heftier side, but I like them more in the pear-shaped body, as far as the dragon designs go. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for you to be, yep. With the lights on, they're tiny, and they're easier to hit. But yeah. Cassia. Oh, do you not? No, you do. Okay, perfect. Cassia combines the kind of odd positioning of the weight with the fact that he's also half serpentine in the same way one of the earlier artisans one was, in a weird way. I'd put him as a D. Azizi.
Thank you for releasing me.
Azizi, however, I will give an A. He looks cool. I also find it amusing that he appears to be maybe blind with his, or at least one can put the supposition that he could be blind because of the glasses. Let's see, yeah, you need to wait. There we go. Okay. Big guy here, when he's big, can launch a fireball at me that can actually destroy this without needing to use anything else. Let's see if we can get it and pull that off. Booyah! And now we go over and attack him while he's tiny in order to be able to defeat him. Ah! I kind of fumbled that. I thought I'd be... Again, I played the other ones enough that I wanted to hover, and I forgot I can't hover in this game. It just drops. But I managed to pull that off. Bakari!
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nook.
That's me, all right.
Bakari's a C. He's a little bit more lucid than some of our other elderly dragons, but he's just kind of fine. He's not terrible, just fine. Weak. Does feel a little Matrixy when I'm dodging some of those arrows like that. I don't need the high violence power trip. I just need to be a dragon who dodges over a flaming arrow to get the same effect of I'm the one. Not really. A bit of an exaggeration, but you get the point. It still feels cool. Alrighty. Ooh, good. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I gotta do you because you won't do it manually. I gotta flame the fool because you won't light up manually. Not every dragon can pull off wearing 4 hats. You know what? Fair point. There we go. I don't even think I looked at him. Does that count as a 360 no scope? I don't think I turned full the way around, but I wasn't aiming the camera at him. There we go. Apara!
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
Serpentine, but his weird neck makes me wonder if he has some form of scoliosis. He's a C. Ow. I don't know. There's like a weird mix. Like if they do the Serpentine, they either get it right or get something very, very wrong. Or something to appear very wrong. Gotcha. Yappin' bastard. Which kind of makes me sad, because they look like French Bulldogs, which aren't terrible, but yeah, for some reason they just... Yeah. Obasi!
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth on him. I think I'm going to give him a B. I like his design, but a lot of it's hidden by that jester hat on his head, which doesn't do his head any favors. Whoops. I need to back down there. There we go. I don't know. There's just so much going on in that room. I just like to take them out as quick as possible. So, yeah. Apologies for the silence also on that portion for that. Alrighty, but that should bring Dark Passage to a close. Yep. And here is where I would be originally able to do it, but now we just give ourselves an end-of-level fireworks show. Booyah! I forget what the exact requirement is. I think it's 7,000, maybe 8,000 treasure in order to be able to move on to Nasty's world, but again, we're going for full. Which is also much more Ah! Well, that level up was useless. Thank God the frickin' gross shrink ray can't do anything with me. I'm not into micro that way! Okay, now for Lofty Castle. Yeah, why'd they gotta put the... Okay, I get it's in Dreamweavers, but why'd they gotta put an instant, like, macro slash TF gun in there? I doubt there's anybody who uses that as a basis for that fetish, but I think... that'd be the... Honestly, that'd be one of the funnier explanations of it. Oh, you're into macro? What did it? I always wanted to be behind the gun in the Dreamweavers. The one that changes everybody's size. I laugh, but there's probably somebody out there who did. It'd be like one of the villains. It'd be one of the villains. It'd be a villain furry who has that, like, yes, what if I had that power? To subject people to my whims as to whether or not they be macro or micro. Anyway, Lofty Castle's gimmick is that I'm supposed to rescue all these fairies in order to activate these freaking teleporters. What is it about what is it about this game that makes me go like insane with some of these patterns? I'm gonna wait on the dragon for a little bit. I want to grab some stuff first. Oh my goodness. Why am I making myself go crazy? I might be tired, but I slept a reasonable amount last night. I actually got 9 hours last night. A little over 9 hours, which is considerable for me. Considering I'm an insomniac. I probably, yeah, because I slept I went to bed slightly after 3. I finally got to sleep shortly after 3, and I woke up at 12:30. So, yeah. I actually had a decent night of sleep. Wadada!
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
They're probably gonna be a total hypocrite on this, but there's something weird about the man. There's something weird about Madara that I can't fully place, but it puts him at C. I sympathize with him to a certain extent because of the fact that he has the doll in his hand, but at the same time, I'm also something vaguely strikes me as off, and I'm not sure what. Which is also funny because there's other dragons that people have said that about that probably earn that more. That probably earn that reputation more. I will be actually able to hit those Norks in a little bit. But I just wanted to grab everything from down here. Just we had names for the fairies. Yeah, because the only one we really get a hang of is Zoe, right? Instead, they're just accessories. More on the whole, they end up just being accessories. And key. I will need that. It gives creepy fetish. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that helps a little bit. That helps a little bit. Because, for me, again, I already spoke about this a little bit earlier, but just to reiterate it as to why it seems creepy to me, I use them as, stress relief. I have a few of them there that I basically use as, weighted blankets. That's the purpose of them. It's a nice soft thing that I can kind of put, and it gives a little bit of pressure, and that technically does help. And a weighted blanket typically does not work with me, but they do. So I have a bunch of them, that are on my bed. But at the same time, pure innocent use that's actually mostly a medical thing. It actually helps with calming me down for tachycardia, and it also helps with me settling down because of my anxiety. So I do actually have, a legit reason for having a few of them, or a more wholesome reason for having them. For some reason, something hits off with Mudada that does give me, that vibe. I don't know why. Husseini!
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
Green and yellow, the lightning vibe. The weird spiral on his chest is a little bit disconcerting, but for some reason I like it anyways. Husseini gets an A. A little bit of a supercharged section here. Not as bad as some of the other ones. And there's even one in Peacekeepers that's a little bit weirder. I mean, in Dreamweavers, it's a little bit weirder and harder anyways, so... Yeah, comparison to the Treetops ones, that was actually an easy one. At least it's directed about where it's taking you. Alrighty. Use the key down here again. And now back up. We'll go ahead and checkpoint myself with Madara here, though. And then onwards. For some reason, probably because of the smaller platforms in this section, it feels like enemies have greater knockback. Maybe they actually do have better knockback, and then it's also combined with the lower platform size, but yeah. I will take my checkpoints where I can. Bonk. It's a pretty simple and straightforward one. I tend to like the one in the next level Haunted Tower is just a little bit better because of the extra bit of challenge in it, but the Lofty Castle one's decent. It's a nice straightforward run. There we go. Baruti!
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay. Vaguely okay, except there's one thing that I can't get around, and I'm gonna replay just to make sure it's seen.
Thank you for releasing me.
Why does the vague shape of the pants look like a bulge? Like, he's sitting... it's mostly probably just because Baruti's at a bit of a slouch, but at the same time, I'm disconcerted by the fact that Baruti looks like he's got a bit of an extra bulge there where no other dragon does. And I don't know if it's the pants or the slouch that contribute to it more. Is this the one that has the... Yes, Lofty Castle, destroy hidden stump. It's kind of odd because it doesn't actually show you, and it's a little off the beaten track, but yeah. As soon as you exit this tower, over here, charge jump across, and a little bit of a thing here. I don't think I have to burn it, though. Yep, I can charge it and it still works. Because he's backing. I don't like to think about Baruti of all of them packing. Like, otherwise he'd be a C rank. He's just fine. But otherwise, like, why the pants? Why does Baruti of all of them have to be packing? Be like David in Labyrinth. God damn it, if anybody was supposed to be Bowie here in this situation, I prefer it to be Latif. Even though I very much like Latif, he's the favorite, and the one I would always interpret as like the, everybody interprets certain dragons as leaders. Artisans 1 and Magicraft... No. Artisans 1 and Beastmakers, I would say, are kind of under weird, but yeah. I never knew about that. I didn't realize it was like that. Of course, it's been like 20-something years since I actually sat down and watched Labyrinth, so I might actually have to go back and be like, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I probably need to go back and watch that one again. Half for Bowie, because I actually remember him being a semi-decent actor in general. I remember watching him in The Prestige and was surprised, but otherwise, like, yeah, no, he's the most, like, understated one in the whole film, which actually helped. For those who haven't seen The Prestige, it's about a bunch of magic tricks with David Bowie providing the role of Tesla, or a fictionalized version of Tesla. Nikolai Tesla. A small role, doesn't have too many scenes, but he's pretty good whenever he's on screen, so kind of worth it. Kind of worth it to have Bowie in there, I should say. Ah! Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid, and I forgot that. That's why we use the TF gun. Oh, great. Now I'm over here, and I need to go around. There we go. Oh, I didn't realize he was active again. Anyway, Haunted Towers. Okay. Haunted Towers is weird, because there's two ways you can do it. You can either go through legitimately, or you can go through with breakneck speed, and then have the rest of it be a breeze. Go through like half of it with breakneck speed, and then have the rest of it be a breeze. I'm going to try and go breakneck. And I'm going to kind of describe what I'm doing while I'm doing it, but it's going to be fast. If I can get it the way I need it to do, it's fast. Okay. So Haunted Tower's main gimmick is that there are a bunch of enchanted statues around here that can occasionally block your way, and the only way to really get around them is to destroy them with Super Flame. So, let's start and see if I can make it. Yep. I thought I was going to get around the first one. Nope. So we need to go over here. Do you, so you're good. And give me Super Flame. Super Flame only lasts for a limited time. But I want to try and make the Super Flame last as long as I can. Or for as much as I can. So, into the thing. Run. There's a metal door down here that I need to get to. Can I make it? Got it. Yes. Okay, we got that part. Okay, now we are on the supercharge run. There's two portions to this. First of all, there's a couple of doors here. Over here. Oh my god, am I going to get this in one go? Oh my god, I got it in one go. Yes. I usually flub one of the breaking doors. All right, so now we got to get you. Capano.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
Copano, A, perfect form for marketable plushie. Give it to me. All right, now I got to get up here. And these are all going to start activating one by one because of the wizard at the top. And I need to make my way up to the top before he can activate all of them. Otherwise, this last one is going to block me off. Yes, we got it. And the only incident in the game of... Booyah! Infinite supercharge! There is no timer on the side. There is no timer on the side. I got 60 gems. I got 60 gems and 1 dragon. I have only made my way through 20% of the level. I've only gotten 20% of the stuff in the level, and I will have infinite super flame for the entire rest of it. And this will wreck everything. Yep, I don't even have to do the jumping thing. The metal crates explode in a hit. Oh, this one went about as perfect as it could have gone. Oh, hell yes. It's also a fair bit... It's also a very tiny bit, I think, farther range than most, so that also helps. Okay, I did skip a bunch in the beginning, so I do need to go and grab them before I go in too much further. Whoop! Oh, you thought you were gonna shock me, bitch! Oh, yeah. Now I just gotta go back through and knock all the armors out. And I'll get the blue hat along the way because I remember where it is. I just remembered I left all of this stuff down here, and once I clear it out, I don't have to get it anymore, so yay. Did I leave it? Yes, I did. My mad dash charge, I did leave a few gems down there. Do have to wait for those to go off, though. They don't activate all of them, but they do activate the more annoying ones, so... Yeah, coming back here with the Super Flame is honestly great. Kosako! Or Kosoko.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
A more serpentine one that I kind of like for some reason. Kosoko gets an A. That being said, Kosoko is one of the ones that has the, like, creepy vibes for some other people. Where some people are like, yeah, no, he's the... Yeet. There we go. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, yeah, we made it. There's our blue wizard hat. And our skill point for the... Or the skill point for this area. Anyway, Kosoko's... The way he says his line... Apparently has had a couple people say, like, yeah, no, he's the weird creep in this one. Yeah, for some reason I like Kosoko. I don't know what it is. There we go. Zip up here. Yeah, wow, that is the clearest I've ever made that run. Oh, Lútalo!
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
Oh, Lútalo is a very close second in terms of the Dreamweaver's dragons, but he's an A still. He's not quite an S tier, but yeah, he can't hold a candle to the teeth, but Lútalo is damn cool regardless. Okay, yeah, I do kind of see that, but at the same time, I kind of like him. He's probably just got his own personal fantasies about the fairies. That's it. Like he wouldn't do anything bad to the fairies. He just has his own little fantasies about it. Ow. That's what I get. I perfectly deserved that bomb. I deserved that bomb getting thrown at me. Let's see. I am missing gems. And I do not fully remember where. Oh, am I? I think I'm a dumb. I think I'm a dumb. Yes. I remember exactly where I left them. There we go. I think they're hiding in the same area that I got so excited that I got the... Oh, nope. I missed the supercharge. I got so excited that I did the supercharge correctly the first time that I just completely bypassed where they actually are. Alright, let's try that again. Thankfully, I messed up kind of right at the entrance of the path, so... There we go. No! Okay. I think there's going to be a thing right up here. Yep, there it is. There's our 500. Wow. Start and end in the same place. Take my supercharge and get all the way there for the super flame, and then the last part, it's in that exact last thing was in the exact same place. Alrighty. That means we have but one level left. Hey, I like that. I'm okay with that. I am impressed by people who have, like, that far-ranging fandom. I mean, I do that for Crash. I am impressed by other people who are also able to maintain that same level of, like, continuity within, like, fanon and theories like that. Mine is mostly related to how I would change Crash into a show, but yeah. Speaking of which, I forgot if I've done warped on the format yet, or if I need to, or if I still need to. Let's see. Jacques is hiding at the world's exit, so... There we are. And Jacques is an interesting level for the fact that it is one of the few that contains... One of the few boss levels that contains... Actually, it's the only one in this game that contains 2. I see why you said that needs context of 3, but yeah, I get it. Okay. Jacques has a semi-specific path I like to take through it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. You just were in my way. Alright, so... Grab the fool. Up here. Now, forward will take me almost directly to Jacques, but that'll skip like 90% of the level. It's very short if I just wanted to go straight for the boss. But most of the stuff is off on a side path. So we'll be taking that side path. After we activate you and you. Up here. There we go. That was one of the fools on the far side of the entry platform. And let's grab you, because I will need your checkpoint. Unica!
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Take care.
Once again, I like his kind of like bronze with the pale blue chest is a little odd, but at the same time, I like his looks otherwise. Plus, again, they seem to have a thing for putting spirals on a lot of the bellies of the dragons here. Not a bad design choice, but for some reason it like disconcerts me. That being said, his design is also very cool, so I'll give Unica an A. Unica or Unica? I think it's Unica. I would say Unica, but I don't know. I don't know if that pronunciation is weird or not. They don't give pronunciation guides for a lot of them in the game, so. Hey, got y'all in one run. Life hiding down here. 67, wow. That's the first time I noticed it's that close to 70. Which is among one of the higher ranks that I got. I have to question just to make sure I read this comment correctly. Does that mean basically that the fairies then would be taking the dragon's magical power and able to channel it a little bit easier than the dragons themselves would, or I mean, aside from magic crafters, maybe? Like, dragons produce a whole bunch of magic, but only, like, the magic crafter one can really channel it, whereas the, fairies are able to take that magic power that the dragons can't use and then be able to channel it a little easier than they can. Oh, I gotta get you again so I can go over to the back. And, there. Okay, this section sucks. No, because we can almost fall off the freaking platform that way. There we go. should leave us 325. Nope. This should leave us 325. There we go. Yep, we are now perfect setup. Alrighty. Time for favorites. Reveal. And our final.
Any advice before this battle?
Advice. A wise dragon once told me aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh?
It's not just the fact that he's knitting it into a onesie around him. It's the fact that the onesie appears to match his patterns on what you can see of his freaking thing that makes me like Reveal's design. He gets an A. Again, S is reserved for those that I very much consider, like, I would constantly think about this outside, but again, I am delighted every single time I see Revealos. There we go. This is one that I want to try and get a perfect on here. And as for that advice, yeah, it still kind of works. Aim high in life, you're still going up, but watch out for flying boxes. Jack's main method of attacking you is flying boxes. And there we go. Flash and shit magic. Well, that solves the fact that, ah, dang it. I can't, like, photo mode into it. Wait a minute, if they shit magic, then why is Baruti packing? I'm sorry, again, I don't know what it is about this game that makes me insane. To a certain extent insane, but... Also, 69.
Well done, Spyro. I hope you know what lies in store for you.
I do, that's the entire reason I took it on.
Not the friendliest place you'll ever find. Are you ready to go?
Now I know why I don't like the balloonist voice. They sound like pretty much almost every nerd stereotype in, like, an 80s film ever.
Dusty's world is not the friendliest place you'll find.
Like, oh god, just no. Okay, that makes a lot of Nasty's actions quite a bit more disturbing considering what he does in this game versus what you see in 2. Because the Norks seem to be... The Norks in 2 probably are not associated with gems, so that means that, yeah, that's disgusting. That's uncomfortable. It makes sense, but it's uncomfortable. Yeah, because you have the Norks are still present in 2. You go to Dragon Shores theme park at the end of 2, and hey, guess what? It's manned by... No, I stay here because there's a freaking thing right there. There we go. Delvin!
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on.
Excuse me, I had to pause my... I had to mute my mic for a sneeze.
Nasty's land. Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
Alrighty. Yep, Delvin's our first one. And now we go to Nork Cove. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In 2, they're actually, like, living, which, yeah, which makes that theory make sense, and then also makes Nasty's actions here more disgusting as a result. The fact that, yes, there are Norks who are not bound to one of these gemstones, and now these ones are all gems, and now, hey, guess what? That means when Nasty changed all of them and made them all into gems. Wow, that's disgusting. Like, yeah, it makes sense, but yeah, it makes Nasty a lot worse than he... a lot worse than he initially seemed Again, disgusting not in a bad context here. I just am I'm amused by it, but it definitely puts Nasty as a much more dangerous villain than initially the game portrays him as. Yep. Also, I find this amusing. TNT is quite nearly written in the same font as the Crash font still. I adore that little call out, considering they were both Naughty Dog games. And funnily enough, as far as I remember, they are now both majorly produced by Toys for Bob. Unless something changed with regards to, name evading me, but the Crash Battle Royale, basically. Which is fun, but very quickly got competitive to a point that I cannot keep up with. That is a very small detail that I never noticed before. That is a very small detail I had never noticed before in 2. How there is not a single supercharge ramp, but there is in 3. Latif!
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. No. I'm a dumbass. I am a dumbass. That's me getting it wrong, but I think I made the association because they were basically on the same system and their main series ran about the same time. Plus the crossover games and the multiple crossovers between the two. My brain started to kind of blend them into one thing and being like, wait, were they made by the same company or was that? Nope, they both combined at Toys for Bob, not that. Ah, chain reaction. I like that one. Barrel over here to the chest over there. I have a question, but I'm trying to figure out how to formulate it, or if it just like is like, wait, no, never mind, it still makes sense. It's a little hard to do with these ones because admittedly this area is a little bit more like, it's not Twilight Harbor, which is the other level that I hate, or it's the only other level for me that's as bad as Misty Bog, I should say. But it's, whoa. It is a, shall we say, thought-intensive area where I kind of have to be aware of what I'm doing. Oh, interesting. Wait, can I do it from here? Nope, it's getting stuck on the door frame. I never knew I could do that. Hiya! There we go. I was going to try and use the chain reaction again, but no, it didn't want to work out. Tomas!
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
In the original one, it was more of a call out to Parappa the Rapper, by the way. And bunk. There we go. Wow, insult to injury. It exploded, he hit in the wall, and then he crashes into the ocean. That poor Nork just had a bad way to go. Okay. Also, note the pile of barrels at the bottom here. That slowly disappears. But they have a new one right away. And now for what this game has created, a useless key. Not entirely useless. There is still the way you can do it legitimately. Whoops, going the wrong way. This way. There are two ways to open this particular chest over here. I tend to like using the way that makes the key null. By smacking a barrel into it. Yep, so now I'll be carrying this key with me over to the exit. Nope, I got myself turned around again. There's my exit. Okay. This is how I'm supposed to go. Very nice. And there should be a tenner right at the exit. Hell yeah. Give me that 100%. With a key apparently still in my inventory. Expanding on that last point there, see, I wonder if that's why they needed the magic crafters, because they were the ones who were actually sitting there researching, trying to find it and study it to be like, wait, where is it coming from? Like, they didn't fully recognize it, they're just trying to figure out, like, wait, where is it? What can we use it? How can we harness it? Okay, Twilight Harbor. We are very close. I am pondering if I continue onwards or if I split this up into another one. We're already on part 4. I could do a part 5, but part 5 wouldn't be much. So we will see how long this one takes. Alrighty, and Twilight Harbor's big bastards. Those little guys are actually the worst threats. Their aim is actually pretty damn good. Of course, then I get hit by one of the frickin' barrels that I never get hit by. And it knocked me into a lava pit for extra insult to injury. Just trading blows here. Also, I'm at 72. There we go. That works a little better. Can't I remember where all fucking 6 of these are? I think I got the trophy for it already, but these cogs are nasty. I think I found 1. That was like one of the major achievements where I actually had to use a freaking guide for. Yeah, these guys aren't as bad. They spray, but they can be timed pretty easily. Nothing here. I think I got everything from there. There we go. Cosmos.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I noticed that there's a typo in there. Thank you for excusing me. Re-excusing me. Yes, we are re-excusing him. We saved you once and we let you go, and now we are letting you go one more time. Oh, and also note that Nestor and Argus are both not in here. That's why I have a little tiny bit of beta as a leader, but yeah. Or as to who is leader and who is actually envoy, but again, it's weird considering I still consider Latif that, but there's one of those. Hiding in the corner over here. I think that's 2? Is that 2? I think it's 2. Okay. Now we have this mess. Let's start by rescuing Cletus so we have a checkpoint.
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Okay. Grab you for 73 again. Charge ramp number 1. No, I hit the light pole. God dang it. I'm trying to hit a locked chest that was slightly before I hit Cosmos. But yeah, it requires somewhat, not terribly precise pathing, but it's a little on the tricky side considering there is the giant hole in the middle of the pathway right there. There we go. Alrighty, now... Did I get everything up here? Yes, I did. Okay. And activate. So that lifts the bridge up. It's a bit of a drawbridge. And... up to the roof. Or second floor. Okay, I forget where all the stuff here. Okay, I think I went to a place where that was completely extraneous. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah! I thought I was gonna make it. He's not quite the last if the 1s and 2 are anything to go by, though. The ones operating Dragon Shores. Because there's 3 or 4 of them there? So not quite full last. Or maybe he's last of a particular strain. Maybe there's 2 or 3 strains of Nork blood. Who knows? Need over here. I have a feeling there's supposed to be an extra cog around here that I'm missing, but again, I don't need it because I already got the achievement. I just know they're a bitch to find, and I'm still trying to see if I can find them normally anyways. Whoa, Jesus. I forgot. Yeah, I gotta get through. No. Nope, before you fire. There we go. Yeah, because there's 2 explanations I have for the Norks in Dragon Shores. Either evil does fucked up things to your psyche and does fucked up things to your head. Which we kind of see with, like... Well, not really. That one doesn't have much substantial evidence for that. There's 4. I think there's 6 total, and I do not remember where number 6 is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. I actually managed to time the one shot correct. Even though that's usually the one I have the worst trouble with. Yeah. Get it both? Haha! And then there should be... I know there's one more sitting around here. It's like hiding behind one of the pillars. There you are. Yeah, the one thing would be I don't know where number 6 is, and I think I have gotten 5 or 6. Let me actually double check something here. Oops, no. It is... Where do I see this? One moment. I'm going to put it onto the break screen, but we're not going to break yet. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there we are. Trophies. I'll put this back on, because that was not actually as invasive in look as I thought. Let's see. Progress. Nope. No progress. Oh. So I still need to get a bunch here. View all. 6 gemlands. Yeah, okay. I only have 9 that I haven't earned here. That's not too much. Oh no, it's giving me for Ripto's Rage. Why are you giving me for Ripto's Rage? Game. Hold on a moment. We diving. Give me one moment. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do, since I'm going to try and look this up anyways, we'll go ahead and go to break. I will go back and see if I can have the 6 cogs achievement, and if I have to, look, and if I want to look for one more, and then I will flip, and then we will continue and do the rest of the game, as well as our final calculations for which dragon area scored the highest in just a little bit. I think I already know which one it's going to be, but I don't think it's that foregone. I think it's a little bit more foregone collusion than I thought, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to take a very quick break, and then while I try to look up where the heck the stupid trophies are, and we'll be right back.